Hello everyone, my name is Prateek and I'm the Marketing and Communication Manager at iXRLabs. And I welcome you all to our webinar, How to Make Core Engineering Branches Great Again. And I have with me Professor Naveen Aradhya, and he's a Professor and Dean Academics at JSS Academy of Technical Education. Welcome, sir, to the webinar.
Thank you, Prateek.
So basically, I want to start the webinar by talking about your academic journey, anything that you would like to highlight in particular.
About my experience?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually, I am from Karnataka. In Karnataka, a place called Tumukur, which is very near, around 70 kilometers from Bangalore. That is where I was born and brought up and did my engineering. All my schooling and engineering happened. It is Siddhaganga Institute of Technology. I completed my engineering in that engineering college. Then I did my master's in UVCE, that is University Visvesvaraya College of Engineering in Bengaluru. My master's was done there in the field of computer science. Then pursued my PhD in SRM University, Chennai, and completed my PhD in the area of machine learning and security. And coming to my professional working experience, I was working for a company called Vision and Compass for 4 years. It was on to embedded systems. Then I moved on to teaching field, a prominent Tier 1 college called as RV College of Engineering in Bengaluru. There I worked for almost 14 years. Then I was heading Information Science Department in Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering. Then last 7 years, I am working for JSS Academy of Technical Education, Bengaluru, which is from a management placed in Mysore. It is Suttur, a prominent religious place. And they run a lot of engineering colleges and educational institutions, around 350. And our president is Dr. Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. Under his leadership, we are running this. And most of the people know about SJC, Sri Jai Chamarajendra College of Engineering and Mysore. So our college is an umbrella under that MVP run by that management. So I was heading the computer science department, and since January, I'm working as a Dean Academics at the Institute and Professor in Computer Science.
Great, sir.
Thank you.
Sir. So basically, I'd like to start by talking about some current situation. So in the recent times, what I have observed, and this is on the basis of my interaction with a lot of professors in India, and that the emerging fields like AI and data science, they are getting quite popular. And so, sir, my question to you is that how can we ensure that in a situation like this, where computer science is is quite popular branch among students, so how can we ensure, and what are the challenges that you see in revitalizing and attracting and retaining students for core engineering branches, be it civil, electrical, and mechanical? Do you see the similar situation, or do you think that students are really attracted towards these branches?
Fine. Let me share my experience in this regard and also what exactly is happening. See, there is a tremendous growth in technology, which we are seeing currently. It is in every field, whether it is mechanical, civil, computer science, or whatever. If you just look into the entire spectrum, just imagine if everyone starts developing AI-based, IT-based, computer science-based products. And everyone tries to come with e-commerce web pages and develop retail pages, web development and all. What will happen to the core branches like mechanical and civil? And if you just see the trend, students from mechanical, civil shifting to computer science is pretty easy, but not the vice versa. It is really a challenging situation where a computer science going to a mechanical or a computer science going to electrical or civil, which my experience as a computer science guy, it is almost impossible. Now, if we see the complete trend, yes, there is a technology development. People are asking for AI, ML, these trends are there. But core branches really need to work hard. If you see the industry 4.0 that has come out now, see the developments that are happening. It is not that only computer science people are working. If we are talking about electronics, VLSI and nano electronics has started. If we are talking about mechanical, I think microelectronic mechanical systems, microfluids, these are the area which we have to emphasize on. Coming to civil engineering, I hope we have to work on multiplicity of pollution related problems. Metallurgy has got morphed onto material science. So electrical, we are talking about the smart grids and renewables that are working through. What I want to emphasize over here is it is not the tag of a department. It is not that students should choose computer science, AI, or whatever it is, because one is job opportunities. Job opportunities right now, it is pretty big happening in this field, and that is why I feel students are moving across towards that. But maybe as our educational institutions and industries like you, if we can work together and bring in these changes, and first of all, we have to educate the parents and students first that there is a very good uh, opportunity and career growth in these departments also, because they are the core which will sustain and they will always provide better opportunities to students. That is what I feel.
Great, sir. I think you're rightly said that it's very important to educate the parents about it, and
Exactly.
because I think they usually what happens is that even they have to try to educate themselves as to which field is something is quite prosperous, and something that they should be sending their son or daughters to that particular field. And yes, I think that's a great point, sir. So what I really want to highlight over here is the rapid evolution of technology. And so we have seen new tools, emerging technologies emerging up. So how can these tech can really help in uplifting and revitalizing all these core engineering branches, be it mechanical, be it civil, or be it electrical? So how do you see technological integration into these core engineering branches?
So, again, what we have to do from educational institutions is we have to program our regular courses that are there, which need to be planned. And initially, what we have to do is do a detailed analysis, find out how many graduates are actually required in the country. It is something like AI is required, we are moving towards that. Maybe after 4 years, somebody says mechanical will come up, we will move towards that. That should not happen. All of us have to sit together, and maybe the term that has come as interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and these technology areas where country needs, where our students are required, where our professionals are required, we have to sit, plan our programs properly. It is not that we have to start giving something like mechanical engineering, civil engineering, because those terms, see, if you see computer science, what is happening is these new terms, departments are starting. Department of Artificial Intelligence, the Department of what do you call machine learning, and these core areas are coming up. But maybe if we can plan with these core departments also, what is that they are looking for, what the country needs, what exactly the industry needs, because all of us are driven by industry requirements. We have to align with industry. And this cannot happen only at the UG level. We have to foresee it would be our diploma students, it would be our ITI. It is not only the engineers that they require. They do require some masters. Some industry requires some researchers also. If we can plan properly and come out with a diploma course, a engineering course, an MTech course, like PG courses, PhD courses also, which will come up, and we may have to plan with the time. maybe for the next 10 years, what are all the requirements? Accordingly, plan our programs. And this will happen only if all three of us, our education, research, and innovation, along with industry, help. This will definitely happen. Only thing is, all three of us have to sit. Now it has been clustered. Industries are working in their own pace. Academicians, we are working on in our own pace. But since this NEP, the new education policy has come, we have to do a lot of brainstorming sessions, sit, understand what exactly is the need of a student and industry, plan our courses properly. I hope none of the courses will have this type of that, because if you see in Germany or if we see in US, I don't think they are also facing the same problem, because there is a huge rush for their programs for PG, which my own students are moving to Germany for PG in mechanical field. They are choosing that. Uh, so these things we had to see when it is happening in other country. What is stopping us? It is only that we have to come together and do a detailed research in this area and plan for next 10 years, and definitely it will work out.
Yes, sir. So, so basically, sir, if you could just shed more, on this, like for example, what is a blueprint for any institution, any technical institution in India to actually, come up with a solution which can really, enhance the quality of core engineering branches. And is there kind of a blueprint or steps that and or strategy that a technical education institution can look into, and just to ensure that these branches that the students are attracted to these branches, and also help in retaining them?
As I again said, it is only the merging of industry and institutes. This should happen. And it is not only the institute, within institute also we have to merge now. In the sense, I have to start working with a mechanical professor. My student should go to civil professor and get the problem statements, societal problems that are there, try to solve, come out with innovative ideas, come out with some solutions. But if you just see, maybe my feeling for the last 10, 15 years, if you just see, our country is really missing of these opportunities that are coming up, because every time we say we have a very good talent, the problem is we are not enforcing and getting the maximum benefit out of this talent. So, first level, as all of us know, students will always follow professors. They look upon us. So, only thing is, if I start mingling with some other department, come out with some innovative ideas, present to both XYZ departments. This is how we have done as professors, because we become the role models. During this time, bring in the industry experience. One or two industry person speaks about this and tell what exactly is ahead for them. This creates a major interest about the students at the first level. And as all of us know, word of mouth. This is another marketing strategy which all of us look for. This student will definitely tell others, and this spreads out. And this should happen at a overall level at the entire country, so that everyone are aware of what exactly is happening. Because if you just ask me what is happening in mechanical, definitely we say, no, I am a computer science guy. Why are you asking mechanical? This should not happen. I should be much aware of what exactly the progress that is happening in civil, what exactly is happening in electrical. Same thing is true from their branches also. AML is coming up. So civil professor should start learning AIML, because he cannot sit with only with his civil related subjects. So if he can start participating with us and start contributing to it, I think this, what do you call, multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary projects will definitely bring lot of interest to students. One is we have to bring in discipline and accountability. This is what I hope all of us miss. We have to make them accountable. This is what has to be done within the time frame that we have framed. I hope it works out well. That's what I feel.
So in your conversation, you I think you mentioned about research and development. And so, do you think that when it comes to R&D, then the computer science branch is, there's so much of investment towards R&D when it comes to computer science branch. But when it comes to R&D for the core engineering branches, do you think that there could be, are there some certain issues or related to investment, or is it something that the institution or the academicians see that we need to spend more on the R&D towards a branch which is getting really popularized among students. So do you think that this is a situation right now?
Yeah, see what exactly is happening is we are working solo and independent uh, in our case. Now, definitely agencies are there, lot of government agencies are there, industry is also ready to support us. And if you just see, rather than me independently or solo submitting a project, any research project, can I associate an X department out of maybe electrical electronics? Because a lot of work is happening in electric vehicle. Then comes nanotechnologies. Now quantum computing is coming up, and cloud computing is coming up. When I say cloud computing, is it not necessary for a civil person to know about cloud computing? Because most of our data right now is available on the cloud. At least let them know the technology. If we are talking about some security issues on cloud, can I associate a civil person, civil professor along with me, submit a proposal to any of the research funding agency, then come out with the innovation, come out with a product, and at last we have to work towards patenting. This is where I hope we all are missing the opportunities. Research, yes, we are doing the research. The question comes, what is the end product? What is the final thing that is coming out of your research? Maybe a paper would come out, but industry is not looking for some because it is a business model. When I come to industry, it is a business model. Education, we may not be in a business perspective. Now we have to show the industry that yes, bring in my uh, research findings that you are having. Maybe the industry will definitely support us and come out with a business model, and they will appreciate and support the research initiatives. And if you see the current trend now, almost all industries are supporting this research initiatives and they are funding. It is not only that the government agencies are also funding a lot, but when we look into, they want this multidisciplinary ideas which come up. So if we can again come out with some innovations in the emerging technologies, associating ourselves together, maybe if possible bring in some research scholars, get some PG students involved in it. This will definitely bring a lot of interest with students, and they feel that something is happening in these areas, and they move towards it. And yes, research has to be there, because when we come out with research, I hope my teaching level will uh, definitely improve, because at least I can start teaching those students from the research perspective rather than what is there in the book. All these things we have to bring it to our education system, and I hope definitely this will bring in a drastic change. That's what I feel.
Great, sir. So you recently mentioned about the industry academia partnership. So,
Yeah.
can you suggest a few things as in how can we ensure that we strengthen the ties between industry and academia? Because what happens is once a student graduates and goes into the industry, and this is something which I have read in reports and I've heard that they don't find the necessary skills in the student.
Exactly.
So how can we ensure that a student is skilled enough so that not only he gets the job but also understand the various industrial processes, and he is completely he completely understand what is happening in the industry.
And yeah, in this regard, I hope the changes have already started, because educational institutions and industries, they are working along with industry right now, because they are bringing in these industry persons who deliver and who are involved in the syllabus or a curriculum framing ideas and bringing in their requirements that comes up. Maybe the first, if we look into, was Infosys, which all of us know, because Infosys, their training methodology changed because they got all IT and non-IT students involved in their development. And so, any industry for that matter, name to a few, maybe taken an MNC like IBM, Google, Nvidia, any company for that matter, they all have academic collaborations. They have certification courses. They give some free courses, free of cost to educational institutions. Only thing is, we have to identify what is our requirement. It is not that IBM is giving free of cost and I will educate my student, get those free certification. This is where again we miss the opportunities that are coming up. Only because, as we clearly say, industry will always say your students are industry, they are not industry ready. This is the term they use. They are not industrial. From day one, they want them to be coded or they want them to be involved in projects. And it is not only the technical skills, it would be the soft skills. That is also which we have missed a lot. We had to educate them. Now, in these cases, if we can frame our curriculum in such a way that starting from first semester till their nth semester, we involve industry. We get some projects from industry, get some internship opportunities to our students. Apart from that, have certification courses. Lot of MOOC courses are available right now. Get those certificates and educate our students, because academia plus industry certifications that are there, that will have a better opportunity for their placements and internships. Opportunities will be more for our students. But from my side, industries are ready. They are open-heartedly coming out. They are trying to bring up the education system in every look and corner of the country. Only thing is, we have to tap those opportunities. We have to move forward, because there are a lot of industry requirement that comes up. When it comes to infrastructure, that definitely educational institutions, we do not have that infrastructure. And we may not be able to provide that type of infrastructure what an industry needs. And setting up a center of excellence and have an MOU with them, have a collaboration with every industry, and definitely this will make our students more employable. That's what I feel. It is required.
So I'd just like to bring one point which you mentioned, and that's the interdisciplinary approaches. So, what role do you think that the interdisciplinary approaches can, help in revitalizing the core engineering branches? If you can just shed some points on that, and ensuring that a student who is into civil engineering or electrical engineering, that he is interested in those courses, in those branches, but also get an understanding of what is happening in the computer science branch, for example. So if you can just shed some points on that.
Yeah. See, one thing what we may have to do is the academic knowledge that our students are having. We have to get some commercial value. That is what everyone is looking now. Rather it will be a mechanical department or is it a civil department? Because civil itself, it is not that they should start moving towards AIML, not required. Civil, lot of work is happening. They have to identify. Only thing is, those people have to bring some commercial value, as I said. When they have the academic knowledge. They have the basic knowledge of their X department. Nothing stops them. Can they bring in some value to it? Come out with innovations, as we discussed till now. Bring in some research activity, get some patents, bring out some products. Only because all our technological development are always measured as a R&D output, first level, and particularly the number of patents they always look into, because my ideas are getting seized. Now we are into the open world. There is nothing like a close. Until unless I open up and tell this is what is happening, it will not work out. But too much of opening is also a problem now. Then patent comes into picture. First, patent all your ideas. Now, if this culture is brought to our students, and make sure that the educational institutions are moving towards that. Bring your academic knowledge along with commercial value, along with your research initiatives, along with your, what do you call, making our students work with multidisciplinary. They have to go out and involve with other students, other departmental students. Then this will definitely make sure that our students will have a overall picture and make sure that they will be having a strong foundation in all these areas. That
Yes.
culture we have to bring, because our education system was not like that. There was a syllabus. I used to teach that syllabus, and industry used to fine tune with the layer that they want, and they used to take our students. That model will not work anymore. It will not work because industry is not having that much time to educate our students and bring to that level. They want them to be done in the institution itself. And if this is brought to our students, yes, there will be a change.
Sir. So, just want to highlight a couple of things regarding the skills. So, apart from the technical skills that are required in a student, what all skills do you think? And I'm talking specifically about the soft skills. So, what all skills do you think is required when it comes to core engineering, branches apart from the technical skills? Be it leadership, be it communication. Do you think that industry also require such skills apart from the technical skills?
See, one is if you just see how we worked or how I did my engineering, how we used to behave. We were desperate at that time and we were disconnected. Computer science, we were a group of computer science. Mechanical, they were a group of mechanical. Friendship is different. I'm talking about bringing in our ideas and having discussions in a technological manner. And we were completely different. But the current trend is we have to be converged. We cannot be desperate. We have to converge. We have to come together. We have to be connected. And the technology is supporting that. The current technology, if we see, we all are connected. And when we connect, we have to start collaborating. It is not only the connection that should happen, we should start collaborating. The more collaborations that are happening, then students will learn. In this case, if you, when you asked what technologies students have to look into, I think I just made a list. I'll just read out. It is biotechnology, nanotechnology. When it comes to our AIML, we have cognitive technology, quantum technologies we looked upon, cybersecurity, robotics, green engineering, and we are missing out chemistry and physics somewhere. I was just looking at what research is happening in these areas. You look into analytical chemistry, lot of work is happening in that. Energy technology, food and agriculture, industrial chemistry, the natural products that we are having. It would be the pharmaceuticals. And when it comes to physics, it is AI and gravity. It is AI and universe. It is AI and weather that they are looking for. And if we just look what research is happening in these fields, I feel we are still in the progressive mode. We are still working towards that. And there is a hell or a huge area that is available to us where we can explore, do a lot of activities related to that, create interest to our students. Then I feel drones are one which we are looking how changes are happening in the area of drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, what changes are happening in this. If our students are brought to this area, expose them from day one. We cannot wait. There is no waiting time. Expose them from day one. Make them involved. Start collaborating. Don't make them in one cluster. Just leave them out. And if we see the talent that we are having with our students right now, it is really too good. Maybe the last 2-3 years we were bit took a back step because of COVID. Now everything is getting revived, and I hope we have to make our students come out and see the outside world, what exactly is happening, And maybe it is not only that. Only thing is the IITs, NITs, IASC, industry, they all are open. They just need this manpower, talented pool who come and approach them, because they don't know where to go and what to do. Only thing is,
Hmm.
our educational institutions, we had to move forward, bring our students, take them out, meet all these scientists, tell them this is what is happening. And
True.
definitely, again, as I said, our students will have an interest in this area. And then these, it is not only getting interest with students. I feel the problem we are facing with this, or the problem that we are seeing, that core departments are not working, students are not being, there are no takers for this, that will go off. That will go off because there will be a pool of students who are really interested to take up that. It is not that they don't want. Only thing is they are not being driven properly. They don't know what is happening in these
Great.
areas. These are some of the areas which I felt we can look into.
Great, sir. So, just want to, highlight one more thing. So, and basically, if I take example of your institution, and if there's a case study where, you have seen any strategies or technologies that you might have implemented in these core engineering branches, or anything that you are doing currently that has really attracted students into these branches, if you can just highlight a couple of them, or anything that in particular that you want to highlight.
Sure. Coming to our JSS, only one what I want to highlight is almost all the departments. We have around 52 MOUs across all the departments where they are providing internships for us, and our students are involved in their product developments. And this is a regular activity that is happening. And one with our management vision and their plans for the next future in EV and AR/VR uh, areas that are happening. We are now having a center of excellence which is set up in our campus from Dassault Systems, and the entire what do you call investment that has gone is crores together, and it is an association with our management and Dassault Systems, and our students will be trained. And as you rightly asked, during the meeting, the CEO clearly said, "We do not want computer science students." This is what he said. He is actually looking for mechanical and civil guys. He said, "We will train them," because that is their core area of Dassault Systems. They say, I think, computer science, we are not having requirements now, which actually we highlighted and our management also highlighted. And these things have been set up, and we are still in discussion with two, three other companies where they're setting up their center of excellence in our campus. And this association will definitely take us further. And
Great.
areas were many. Area one is we have missed the 3D printing technology that has come up
Mm, mm,
for
mm.
mechanical students, which is really too good, which they can explore.
Great, sir. Great. So, just before we wrap the webinar, I just have one question. So, in your vision, how to make core engineering branches great again? So, what would be the factors or elements that need to be addressed, and which all stakeholders have to come together that just to ensure that no, we really make the core engineering branches great and attract these students and also retain them in these core engineering branches? If you can just highlight some points on that.
Uh, Pratik, what I feel is we all, rather than talking as engineers, doctors, or XYZ, can we come out with a term called as social solvers?
Mhm.
We should solve social problems that are there, because that is where I think we can bang upon and our progress will happen. So, can we identify these societal problems that are there and bring all our technological aspects that we have learned and try to solve for a social purpose? When this happens, I hope there will be a change, or there would be a complete turnover that would happen with the entire education system, how industry is looking at our institutes, what exactly should happen. All these things will change. And Next is, as again I was emphasizing, interdisciplinary. Pratik, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Interdisciplinary. Again, bring in our research practice. Research has to be brought to our curriculum. It should become a part of our curriculum. And we had to work with governments, we had to work with industries, we had to work with all research agencies that are available, and come out with innovative research proposals, and maybe some of the things which we may have to look at last without missing is, as I said, what are all the challenges that we are having, because all our problems may not be solved technically, or technology will not solve all our problems. We have to identify what are all the challenges that are there. Then what are the business driver? This is what is the most, which most of us will neglect, because there has to be a driver and there has to be a product that comes up, and what is the potential that we are having, because as I said, because some certificates are given or some industry is collaborating with me may not help, because I should know what exactly is my strength, what is that our students can drive, what are the courses that are supporting these students to innovate themselves, then bring in those industries to our campus, or educate the industries that these facilities are available with us, can you collaborate? When these things come, as we always look into, our core engineering branches definitely will explore more and they can excel. There is no doubt about it. They can definitely excel, and it is an iterative process. It is not that I will just identify something, because there is a change in these technologies now and then, or very frequent. The frequency has come down. What was yesterday is not today, and it will definitely not be there tomorrow. We have to adapt to the changes that are happening and have this technological developments happening in the entire campus or in the entire country, so that all of us are educated, and we have to sync, because students should come along with us. We together, professors and students, we should go along with industry. Then industry will look into research, and research professors will come in. Have foreign collaborations. Somewhere I think I missed that also. Only because we cannot work solo as a country. Can I have some foreign collaborations? Because as far as my knowledge goes on, foreign professors are very much open. They are so much supportive. Only thing is we had to identify and get their support, and make sure that our core engineering branches, not only core engineering branches, all our engineering branches, make sure that they are getting a very good students output. That's what I feel.
Yes, sir. So we have few attendees. I'll just ask them if they have any questions. So if you have
Sure,
any
sure.
questions, you can just drop in the Q&A section, and we'd be happy to answer. So I think, yeah, so we can wrap the webinar. So there's no questions. So yeah, thank you so much, sir, for such an insightful session. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Pratik. Thank you for
Thank
providing this opportunity and share my thoughts. It was really
you, sir.
wonderful talking to you and
Yes,
being
sir.
here in this platform.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Pratik. Thank you.